Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about something that's crucial to your success, something that is often overlooked in our pursuit of achievement. It's the state of your mind, how you think, what you focus on, and the clutter you allow to occupy your thoughts. Your mind is the soil in which your success grows. But if that soil is cluttered with negativity, doubt, and toxic influences, how can anything of value sprout from it? Just like how you would detox your body to eliminate waste, you need to detox your mind to create space for success, clarity, and opportunity. Let's take a moment to reflect. How many times have you held on to negative thoughts or emotions that served no purpose? How many times have you let your mind run wild with doubts, fears, or past regrets? These are the mental toxins that stifle progress, keep you stagnant, and prevent you from reaching your true potential. To detox your mind, you have to take responsibility for what you allow to occupy your thoughts. You must choose to focus on the positive, on growth, on gratitude, and on your goals. It's about creating a mental environment that fosters success. Detoxing your mind is not just about removing the bad, it's about actively replacing it with the good. Replacing negativity with affirmations, replacing doubts with confidence, and replacing fear with action. So if you want success, if you want to reach the heights you're capable of, it's time to detox your mind, clear away the mental clutter, eliminate the toxins, and make space for the kind of thoughts that will lead you to where you want to be. When it comes to success, it all begins in your mind. Your thoughts are the foundation upon which everything else is built. What you think about consistently determines who you become. You see, the mind is like a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. If you plant weeds, don't be surprised when weeds grow. But if you plant positive, constructive thoughts, you will harvest success. Choosing your thoughts wisely means being intentional about what you allow to occupy your mind. Your mind is precious real estate. Don't let anyone or anything fill it with negativity, doubt, or fear. The world will try to fill your head with all sorts of distractions. But you have to take control. Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean you have to entertain it. You have the power to choose which thoughts you dwell on. If you want to achieve anything, you must first believe it's possible. That belief starts with the thoughts you choose. If you spend your days thinking about failure, guess what you're going to attract? Failure. But if you focus on success, on possibilities, on opportunities, you will start to see those things unfold in your life. It's all about discipline. It takes effort to choose empowering thoughts, especially when life is challenging. But remember, the thoughts you entertain today will become your reality tomorrow. So be mindful. Replace thoughts of limitation with thoughts of abundance. Replace thoughts of fear with thoughts of confidence. Replace doubts with conviction. Your success, your happiness, and your future will be determined by the quality of your thinking. Choose wisely and watch your life transform. One of the most important steps on the road to success is learning to let go of negative influences. These influences can come in many forms: people, situations, environments, or even your own habits. And often, they are the silent killers of your dreams and potential. You can't move forward if you're constantly weighed down by negativity, whether it's from others or from within. Look around you. Who are the people you're spending time with? Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they encouraging your growth? Or are they filling your head with doubt and excuses? Negative influences are like anchors that keep you stuck in the same place. You have to be brave enough to cut those anchors loose and surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and help you become the best version of yourself. But it's not just people. It's also the situations and environments you expose yourself to. If you're constantly consuming negativity from the news, social media, or the people around you, it's only a matter of time before that negativity seeps into your own mindset. You have to protect your mind just like you protect your body. Be mindful of what you allow into your life because it will shape who you become. Most importantly, you have to let go of the negative influences within yourself. We all have that inner critic, that voice that tells us we're not good enough, not capable, or not worthy. It's time to silence that voice. You have the power to replace self-doubt with self-belief and excuses with action. Let go of the limitations you've placed on yourself and embrace the possibility of success. Success requires space. You cannot expect to make room for greatness if you're constantly surrounded by negativity. Let go of the people, situations, and habits that no longer serve you. Surround yourself with positivity, with growth, and with those who want to see you succeed. When you free yourself from the weight of negativity, you'll find that you have the energy, the clarity, and the focus to achieve anything you set your mind to. Success is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey, and that journey requires constant personal growth. You have to commit to being better tomorrow than you were today. It's not enough to rest on your laurels or think that because you've learned something once, it's enough. If you're not growing, you're shrinking, and when you're not growing, life will leave you behind. Personal growth is the foundation upon which everything else is built. The world is moving forward, and if you want to keep up, you've got to evolve with it. But personal growth doesn't just happen by chance. It's a decision, a commitment. You have to make the choice every single day to invest in yourself, to seek out knowledge, to improve your skills, and to become a better version of yourself. Growth doesn't always feel comfortable. In fact, it often feels like struggle. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to push through challenges, and to learn from your mistakes. But that's where the magic happens. The moment you stop seeking growth is the moment you stop living. If you're not moving forward, you're stagnating, and stagnation is the enemy of success. You have to be hungry for improvement, willing to learn from others, and willing to take on new challenges. It's about reading the books, attending the seminars, seeking out mentors, and consistently asking, how can I be better? The commitment to personal growth means putting in the work, day in and day out. It means learning from your failures, but not letting them define you. It means accepting that there is always something more to learn, something more to do, and someone more to become. When you commit to growth, you're not just changing your circumstances, you're changing who you are. And when you change who you are, everything around you changes. Your mindset shifts, your confidence builds, and your ability to achieve greater things becomes limitless. So make that commitment. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. The time to grow is now. The person you become tomorrow depends on the actions you take today. Commit to personal growth, and the rewards will be far greater than you can imagine. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who grow. One of the most powerful shifts you can make in your life is to focus on solutions, not problems. It's easy to get bogged down by obstacles, to spend all your time thinking about how difficult things are, how unfair life is, or how impossible the situation seems. But here's the reality. Problems are a part of life. They're inevitable. Everyone faces them, and no one is exempt. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not that they don't face problems, but that they choose to focus on solutions instead. You can spend all day talking about your problems, thinking about your challenges, and feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going wrong. But that won't get you anywhere. It's a waste of precious time and energy. The real work, the real progress happens when you make the decision to shift your focus and concentrate on finding solutions. When you focus on solutions, you start to see opportunities where others see roadblocks. Instead of getting caught up in the difficulty of the situation, you begin to ask, what can I do about this? What steps can I take to move forward? This simple shift in mindset will empower you to take action, to keep moving, and to find the way forward, no matter how tough things may seem. It's about seeing challenges as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. The greatest leaders, the most successful people, didn't get to where they are by constantly complaining about their circumstances or focusing on all the reasons something can't be done. They got there by focusing on what they could do, on what they could control, and on how they could solve the problems that stood in their way. Instead of wasting time looking for excuses or blaming external factors, you must develop the habit of looking for solutions, no matter how small they may seem at first. Ask yourself, what can I do today that will move me closer to my goal? What's one step I can take to solve this problem? When you focus on finding solutions, your mind becomes sharper, more creative, and more resilient. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start feeling like the architect of your future. Remember, the mind that focuses on problems is a mind that stays stuck, but the mind that focuses on solutions is a mind that is always moving forward, always evolving, and always growing. The solution is always out there. It may not be easy, it may not be immediate, but it's there. And the moment you shift your focus from the problem to the solution, you unlock the power to overcome anything that comes your way. Success doesn't happen by accident, and it certainly doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent positive habits that you build and nurture over time. Your habits are the blueprint of your life, and the life you're living today is a direct reflection of the habits you've formed up until now. So if you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your habits. Positive habits don't just appear on their own, they have to be cultivated. It's about making the conscious decision to do the things that will move you forward, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up day after day, consistently doing the little things that over time add up to big results. And let me tell you, the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simply the difference in the quality of their habits. It's easy to get distracted by the bright, shiny objects that promise instant results, but real, lasting success comes from doing the simple, foundational things right day in and day out. Whether it's waking up early, reading daily, exercising, practicing gratitude, or maintaining a positive attitude, these small actions compound over time to create massive impact. The key to cultivating positive habits is to start small. You don't need to completely overhaul your life in one day, but you do need to start making intentional choices every day. Pick one habit you want to change or create and start with that. Focus on consistency, not perfection. It's the small daily victories that will eventually lead to big changes. And remember, the power of habits isn't just in what you do, but in what you don't do. The successful person is the one who says no to distractions, no to bad habits, and no to the things that don't serve their vision. Every time you choose a positive habit over a negative one, you're creating a better future for yourself. Building positive habits also means taking responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming circumstances or other people for where you are in life. The good news is you have the power to change. You have the power to decide what habits you will cultivate, and those habits will determine the life you live. So if you want a better life, start by creating better habits. Make them part of your daily routine. And remember, it's not about making huge leaps all at once. It's about making steady progress. Building one positive habit at a time until those habits shape the future you desire. Your habits are the foundation, and they will support you through every challenge, every obstacle, and every victory. So choose them wisely and cultivate them with care. Self-doubt is one of the most destructive forces you can face on your journey to success. It creeps in quietly, whispering lies in your ear, convincing you that you're not good enough, not capable, or not worthy of the success you desire. It makes you second-guess yourself, question your abilities, and hold back from taking the actions necessary to move forward. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is the enemy of progress, and you have the power to eliminate it. First, you have to recognize that self-doubt is nothing more than a feeling, a temporary thought, and it has no power over you unless you allow it. It's easy to believe those doubts, to get consumed by them, and to think they're the truth. But the truth is, you are capable, you are worthy, and you have everything inside you to achieve great things. Doubt only arises when you focus on what you lack instead of recognizing your strengths and potential. To eliminate self-doubt, you must shift your mindset. Stop looking at yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as someone who has control over their future. Every time a doubt enters your mind, counter it with a positive affirmation or a reminder of past successes. Reflect on the times you faced challenges before and came out stronger. You've already proven to yourself that you have the resilience and capability to overcome obstacles. The second step in eliminating self-doubt is taking action. Doubt thrives in inaction. It grows when you hesitate, when you procrastinate, when you wait for the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now, and the best way to eliminate doubt is to move forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way, and the more your confidence will grow. It's also important to stop comparing yourself to others. Every time you measure yourself against someone else, you're giving power to your own doubts. Instead, focus on your journey. Look at the progress you've made and the growth you've experienced. Your path is unique to you, and your success is not determined by how you stack up against others, but by the effort and commitment you put into your own development. Finally, eliminate the habit of negative self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you realize. If you're constantly telling yourself you're not good enough, or that success is out of reach, you're reinforcing the very doubt you're trying to get rid of. Instead, practice speaking to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief. You are your greatest ally, and when you start treating yourself as such, self-doubt will lose its grip on you. Remember, self-doubt is not a permanent state. It's a challenge that you can overcome, and the more you work on building your self-confidence, the less room doubt will have to take root. Believe in your abilities, trust in your journey, and take the necessary steps to move forward. You have everything you need within you to eliminate self-doubt and step into the success you're meant to achieve. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to transform your life. It's not just a nice feeling or something you do on occasion, it's a mindset, a practice that can shift your entire perspective and bring abundance into your life. Too often we get caught up in what we don't have, what we haven't achieved, or what's going wrong, and that focus keeps us stuck in a place of lack. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, you start to see everything that's already working for you. Gratitude is about recognizing the good in your life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. It's easy to look at the challenges, the obstacles, and the setbacks, but the truly successful person knows that focusing on what's good, what's positive, and what's already been accomplished is what keeps the momentum moving forward. The first step to practicing gratitude is to make it a daily habit. Take time each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. It could be as simple as the roof over your head, the people in your life, the opportunities before you, or even the lessons learned through adversity. When you make gratitude a part of your daily routine, you begin to retrain your mind to look for the positive instead of the negative. This practice has a ripple effect. When you focus on gratitude, your mind starts to attract more of the things you're thankful for. It's like planting seeds in the soil of your mind. The more seeds of gratitude you plant, the more they'll grow into bigger, better opportunities. And just as important, when you express gratitude, you send out a signal to the world that you're ready for more. You're ready to receive the abundance that's available to you, but it's not just about what you have right now. It's also about having gratitude for where you're going. Gratitude fuels the vision for your future. When you're grateful for what's to come, you create a sense of excitement and expectation. It's a powerful motivator that keeps you going, even when the road gets tough. When you express gratitude for your goals, your dreams, and your potential, you start to feel more confident, more determined, and more aligned with the life you want to create. Gratitude also has the ability to shift your energy. It's easy to fall into a negative or defeated mindset when things aren't going well, but when you choose to practice gratitude, you elevate your energy. You become a magnet for good things because your focus is on the abundance already in your life. This shift in energy can help you attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your goals. At the end of the day, the amount of success you achieve is often determined by how you see the world. If you see the world as a place of scarcity where there's never enough, then you'll always feel like you're chasing something that's out of reach. But if you see the world as abundant, full of opportunities and things to be grateful for, you'll start to notice all the good around you and you'll naturally attract more of it. So practice gratitude every day. Start small with the simple things and let it grow into something bigger. Make it a habit, a mindset, a way of life. The more gratitude you practice, the more success you'll draw into your life, and the more fulfilled you'll feel along the way. In the pursuit of success, one of the most important assets you can possess is mental clarity. Without it, you become like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in a sea of distractions, confusion, and uncertainty. The world is filled with noise, people, obligations, social media, problems, all vying for your attention. And when your mind is cluttered with all of this, it becomes difficult to focus on what truly matters. Without clarity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to get stuck in decision paralysis, and to waste time on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. But mental clarity isn't something you're born with, it's something you develop. It starts with creating the space for it. Your mind, like any other resource, needs to be managed and cared for. If you allow your thoughts to wander aimlessly or be consumed by irrelevant distractions, you'll never gain the clarity necessary to achieve the level of success you're capable of. The first step in creating mental clarity is eliminating the unnecessary. Clear the clutter from your environment and the clutter from your mind. This might mean cutting out the people who drain your energy, saying no to things that aren't in alignment with your goals, or simplifying your routine so that you're not wasting time on tasks that don't serve your vision. Every time you eliminate something that doesn't contribute to your growth, you create more space for what truly matters. Next, you need to prioritize. In a world full of possibilities, it's easy to get caught up in trying to do everything at once. But the key to mental clarity is narrowing your focus. What are the few things that will truly move you toward your goals? Once you have your priorities set, keep them front and center. Don't let the noise of the world pull you off course. When you focus on just a handful of important tasks, you free your mind from being overwhelmed and give yourself the chance to give your best effort to what matters most. A powerful tool in creating mental clarity is the ability to quiet the mind. Too often we fill our heads with constant thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. Meditation, reflection, or simply taking a few minutes each day to clear your mind can do wonders for sharpening your focus. The more you practice this, the more you train your mind to be still, to stop chasing every distraction, and to zero in on the thoughts and actions that will bring you success. When your mind is quiet, you can hear your inner guidance, see the solutions to your problems, and access your creativity in ways that you can't when you're mentally cluttered. Also, take control of your time. Time is one of the few things in life you can never get back, so how you use it is critical. Start by setting clear boundaries, stop letting others dictate your time, and stop wasting it on things that don't align with your vision. The more intentional you are with your time, the more mental space you free up to focus on what matters. Being deliberate with your schedule helps create the mental clarity needed to stay on track and make meaningful progress. Lastly, remember that clarity comes with practice. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not a one-time fix. But over time, as you eliminate distractions, simplify your tasks, and focus your energy, you'll notice your mind becoming sharper, more decisive, and more purposeful. You'll find that you can take on challenges with more confidence, make decisions with more certainty, and pursue your goals with more passion. Creating mental clarity is an investment that pays off in countless ways. When your mind is clear, you are more effective, more productive, and more focused on the opportunities ahead. You become the kind of person who doesn't just react to life's challenges, but who anticipates them, tackles them head on, and moves forward with confidence. So take the time to clear the clutter, focus on what matters, and give yourself the gift of mental clarity. It will be one of the most valuable assets you can cultivate on your path to success. One of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal on the journey to success is the ability to visualize your goals and dreams. Visualization is not just wishful thinking or daydreaming. It's a focused and intentional practice that taps into the power of your mind to create the future you desire. The clearer your vision, the more likely you are to turn it into reality. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to first see it in your mind. Visualization is the act of seeing the future you want with crystal clear clarity. It's more than just imagining the end result. It's about seeing the process, the steps you need to take, and the challenges you'll overcome. When you can clearly visualize your success, you begin to embody it. You start to feel as though it's already yours, and that feeling is the first step in bringing it to life. Your mind is incredibly powerful. What you see, what you believe, and what you focus on will eventually manifest in your life. The first step in visualization is to get specific. It's easy to say, I want to be successful, but what does that really mean? What does success look like for you? What does it feel like? Visualizing success means creating a vivid picture of your goals, not in vague terms, but with details: what you'll be doing, who you'll be with, where you'll be. Picture the environment, the sights, the sounds, the emotions. The more detailed your vision, the more powerful it becomes. Your mind will begin to work on ways to make that picture a reality, and you'll start to make decisions that align with the life you've envisioned. But visualization isn't just about imagining the good times and the successes. It's also about seeing yourself overcoming the obstacles, handling the setbacks, and navigating the tough moments. Success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with challenges and adversity. When you visualize yourself pushing through those challenges and coming out victorious, you train your mind to respond to difficulties with confidence and resilience. You become less intimidated by setbacks because you've already seen yourself navigate them. The more you practice visualization, the more natural it becomes. It shifts your mindset from "I hope this will happen" to "I know this will happen." You start to feel as though your success is inevitable because your mind is so focused on the picture you've created. When you visualize, you engage all your senses, seeing the end result, hearing the sounds of success, feeling the emotions of achievement. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you visualize your success with intensity and emotion, your mind starts to believe it's already happening. Another key aspect of visualization is that it builds your confidence. When you can clearly see yourself achieving your goals, it eliminates doubt. It's no longer a question of "can I do this?" but rather, "how can I make this happen?" Visualization reinforces your belief in yourself and in your ability to overcome any obstacle in your way. It also helps you stay focused on your goals. When distractions arise or when you're faced with challenges, your visualized success will serve as a constant reminder of why you started in the first place. But visualization alone is not enough. It has to be paired with action. Visualize the success you desire, but then take the steps necessary to make it happen. When you take action toward your goals with the clear image of success in your mind, you move with purpose and intention. Visualization gives you the direction. Action is what propels you forward. In the end, visualizing your success is about more than just seeing a picture of the future. It's about making that future a reality. It's about believing that you can achieve your goals, knowing that success is possible, and taking the necessary steps to bring your vision to life. When you visualize, you not only see the path ahead, you feel the success as if it's already yours. And that energy, that belief, that certainty will fuel your actions and carry you through to the life you've always dreamed of. So make visualization a daily habit. See your success, feel your success, and then go out and create it.